The layer consists of aponeurotic tendon and occipitofrontalis muscle, and the epicranial aponeurosis is a flat tendon on the vault of the skull. So what it is? Here we have a muscle here. What is that muscle? So one muscle is coming here. Okay, one is like this. Okay, so there is another muscle. Okay, so this is frontalis and this is occipital. So in between this, it is not a muscle, it is aponeurosis. It is a sheath, thin sheath like structure, that is called aponeurosis. Okay, this is clear now. And then epicranial aponeurosis, how it is? It is flat. So this is flat tendon. Where it is covering? It is covering on the bone. Skull means bone. So that is the vault of the skull. So now it is clear now. Then what will go? Occipitofrontalis, this muscle. So there are two muscles like this. Okay?
Probably here.
Only this much.
Okay.
Muscle is only this much here. See here. How I am showing? Only this much. Here it is small. This is large. Which is small? Occipital muscle is small. The frontal muscle is large. Okay? Here. Occipital is small. This is small. And frontal is big. You got the meaning? In between these two muscles, there is an aponeurosis. There is no whole muscle here. No muscle here. Okay? And then one more thing. Aponeurosis is freely mobile. What I told? Freely mobile. You put your, move your hand. Yes. This is aponeurosis. So what is aponeurosis? It has skin, superficial fascia, aponeurosis. All these three layers. That is why it is moving. They will. Okay.
Appearance is like the abdomen here. Like chest.
Nothing, not nothing like that. Okay. So frontalis is large muscle, occipital is small muscle. So then occipital from where? Highest nuchal line. So where is highest nuchal line? Show me in the skull. Highest nuchal line. Highest nuchal line. Yes.
From here.
See, that is why I am telling you repeatedly. If you don't know these names, bones of the skull, it is you will feel difficult. Repeat. That's why I am telling you repeatedly. Watch the video and watch the. If you watch the video, it will be easy, just like a movie.
It's here, doctor.
For you, yeah. Whereas the frontal belly are large. This frontal muscle is large. Okay, and closes each other to middle line. So how it is? Middle line means, so there are two bellies. So it is like this in the middle line. Okay. Then, so what happens when you raise your head? See here.
Elevation.
You raise. See. We can see the wrinkles.
Yeah.
So that is, it is like that. Some you do, you will not. Why? Why?
Because there are.
What is the difference? He and him.
There are another muscle.
Even me also. No wrinkles. For you, wrinkles are there. Why? Because the fat.
Okay.
So if the person is fat, you will not find any wrinkles because the skin, it is large, expanded. So for him, he is average. He is also thin. So because the wrinkles are more. Okay. So this is the action of frontalis muscle. Okay. So it gives a facial expression. So when you are angry, when you will be horror. Yes. So these are the expressions. The action of these facial muscles are, it will give expression.
Not حزين.
By seeing your face, I can identify you are in a good mood or in a happy mood or you are sad, like that. Okay. So all these actions are by the facial muscles. Then the frontal belly. So where it is frontal belly? Occipitofrontalis arises from eyebrows. What is eyebrows?
Here.
Supraorbital margin. Where the eyebrows are? Eyebrows on the supraorbital margins. Then loose areolar tissue. Loose areolar tissue, it's a layer of loosely separates the aponeurotic below this. So now this is the aponeurosis and then this is loose areolar tissue. Okay. So it is not tightly attached.
There's some space.
Just there is a space. That is why this layer is moving. So this layer is attached to the pericranium. So that is the covering of the skull. You got it? Okay. This is called dangerous area. Why it is dangerous area? In between these two spaces, it has vessels, blood vessels, nerves. So if there is any trauma or any infection, so the whole blood, comes here or infection comes here. That is why the face is you should be clean face, you should have a clean face. Every time, if there is any infection, it will spread to all other parts. Okay?
Protect each other.
Because all these spaces are interconnected. They are having connection with each other. Okay? So what it contains? The fourth layer of the scalp, loose areolar tissue, they contain the emissary veins. Okay? So then, what are the nerves? So nerves, what I told? When you draw a line, what is this?
Here.
This is ear. You should, tell in anatomical terms.
Auricle. External meatus.
Meatus, it is a opening. For a ear, they will call auricle. Auricle. So when you put a line, so if you put a line like this, front of the auricle, anterior and posterior. Anterior of the auricle, posterior of the auricle. So then supraorbital, above the orbit. Supratrochlear. Trochlear means it is a small branch coming from the trochlear nerve. So that is the cranial nerve. Okay. And then zygomatico-temporal. Zygomatico-temporal, this is zygomatic and temporal. So this nerve supplying this part and this part. So that is why it is called zygomatico-temporal nerve. And then auriculo-temporal. Auriculo-temporal means?
Auricle and temporal here.
Yeah. So nerve supplying ear and temporal side. Auriculo-temporal. So these are the nerves supplying anteriorly. And then the motor nerve. Motor nerve is the nerve supplying the muscles it is called motor.
Can move.
Okay, for a basic term, basic, just not in that much deep I am telling, just a basic information. So this much is enough, sensory and motor. Then, so motor is the facial nerve. Again, the posterior side, the nerve supply behind. So one is the occipital, and then greater auricular, lesser occipital, and greater occipital, and all these nerves are branches of the cervical nerve. What is cervical nerve in the that I told? Every time, in all parts of the body, we have one big tree. So here we have an axilla. So here there is one
Big.
tree, and then here one tree is there, and here in the lumbar tree means just I am giving a comparison. So these are the group of nerves. Okay, cervical. So here one tree is there. It gives branches to all this part. Okay, that is why they are called cervical nerves. Nerves coming from the neck. Okay, so you should remember all these nerves.
Okay.
Okay,
It's very important.
yes.
And
So
from the
now
exam.
the blood supply. So again the blood supply is the supraorbital and supratrochlear and superficial temporal. What is superficial?
It's outside.
Superficial means easily seen. Okay, you can see the veins. Veins you can see, no? See, if you need thin person,
Yes.
if you do like this, you can see his vein. Yes. So this is superficial. Yes. So whatever you are seeing from your eyes, so that is superficial. Okay. And then behind the auricle, behind the ear. So what you see the behind the ear? Posterior auricle, the artery supplying behind the ear. So that is called posterior auricle. Okay? And the veins, ECA, you are asking, external carotid artery. It is the artery coming from that main artery. Okay? So all these veins, external carotid artery, external carotid artery. See, many times what happens, all the nerves and veins, they have a similar name, same name, supraorbital vein, supraorbital artery, supraorbital nerve.
Easy to say.
Because that whole, it is called vessels.
Okay.
So all these three, artery, vein and nerve, they are called in one term. They are called vessels. So vessels means it includes all with the same name.
Like carotid here. It's carotid vessels. It's here. Like carotid and jugular.
Carotid?
Artery.
No.
It's
Carotid,
not
it is an artery, single. It is a single artery. So there is no carotid nerve, carotid vein. There is a jugular vein. Okay. So here I am telling vessels. So vessel means three. Vessels means it should have compulsory three structures: artery, vein and nerve. Then only it is called vessels. So if it is only one artery, now it is called carotid, it is not vessel. It is a blood vessel. Okay. Now I will tell. So you all are dental students. If you alone comes, only one, you are a dental student. When I use you all come, you all are dental students. Only you are a dental student. Singular. Vessels, plural. Okay? Then, so the arterial supply, anterior 1/3, the lymph nodes, they are called pre-auricular. Okay? Anterior half of the head or scalp is supplied by pre-auricular and posterior part. So this part is supplied by lymph nodes from the mastoid and occipital. There are some lymph nodes, they are present in the behind the ear. This and mastoid and occipital area supplies the lymph node. Then clinically, so these are the some terms, you just go through this. Okay. So there are some features, there are some common features of the face. So what are the common features? So what is the face? From where it is extended? Superiorly, hairline from below. From here, this is scalp, okay? And from here, the face. From superiorly means above. Above, it starts from here. And below, inferior surface of the mandible. Yes, okay? From here to here. So this is the face. Then the skin is highly vascular. The face is very rich blood supply. Okay? So any infection, superficial infection in the face or any cut in the face, there will be no marks. So if it is very deep, like him and all, so then you will get. Otherwise, very small scratch and all in the childhood, they will get. So there, you after some years, there is no marks because the very rich blood supply.
I have this texture.
Yeah, that's what I told you. They are deep.
Yes.
Deep or some young age, between 10 years, like that, or 11 years. Like. If the child is very small, you will get no marks, unless they are very deep injuries. Okay? And then, if the child is small, so the infection or cut, they will close very fast. So after 40 years, if you have a cut, so there may be a mark. No, there will be permanent marks. And then, now, so there is no deep fascia in the face. Why?
There is no what?
There is no deep fascia. Whereas the other part of the body, they have deep fascia.
Because this is high vascular. High vascular.
No, if the deep fascia is there, there is no expression. You can't give
Okay.
your expression because superficial fascia, deep fascia, both are attached. So here, it is very tight.
Yes.
Here, you can give
You have nice smile, doctor.
all actions because there is no deep fascia. That is why all the muscles and all, they are free to mobile. So whereas there is no, here deep fascia is there. That is why the muscles are stiff. They are in one direction. Here I can, all actions.
Yes.
So no deep fascia, because otherwise in these parts, deep fascia is there only in these parts, parotid and mastoid area, because there is one fascia coming from the neck and it covers there. Okay?
The absent one is superficial fascia. The absent one.
Absent one is deep fascia.
Deep fascia.
There is no deep fascia in face. Okay. Next. So there are some common features. The muscles of the face are present. They are very superficial. Okay. So here in our face and other parts of the body, after some time, if I become fat, so it is covered by fat, all those things. Okay. Otherwise, the muscles of the face, they are superficial. And then all are supplied by facial nerve. So these are some common features. Okay. And there are two main functions. So one is it gives facial expression and then acts as a sphincters and dilators. So dilators. So dilate means when you will dilate, you can open your mouth. So dilation. You can open as much as its capacity. Your capacity. Okay? Whereas now the muscles, they are in three groups. Muscles of the face, they are in three groups. So one is muscles around the orbit or eye, and next the muscles around the nose. Okay, muscles around the face, mouth, or this oral cavity. All these here. So here there is one muscle that is called orbicularis oculi. Ocule means eye. Orbicularis oculi. Okay, and there is one more muscle, orbicularis oris. Oris means
lip.
Oral, mouth, muscle around the mouth. Okay, and there is one more muscle, buccinator, you know.
Yeah.
So here, what you should know all the names of the muscles. Okay.